I'm back, baby! Welcome back to Argus. If you are watching these videos in order, it's probably been like 0 time since I last recorded as far as you know, but for me, it's been about a month and a half since I've recorded Argus, a month since I've recorded anything. So, yeah, what a journey. What an adventure. I've been editing all of the Argus videos and I had to replay the whole game. So I am caught up on where we are in the game, at least we can say that. But it's been a month and a half since I've played, since I've talked out loud, since I've done any of these voices. And whoo boy, editing that last video, the one that came out right before this one, that itself was a journey. That one was like a week of editing. So hopefully we won't have anything as complicated as that one. No flashbacks to the healing, no graphics on the screen. But yeah, we're back. We are back. We are here. We are doing something with Tim. I'm going to try not to be upset about the fact that Tim doesn't remember me and the fact that the game has no continuity with the other games insofar as the main character goes, even though it maintains continuity between the other characters like Strasser and Tim. Yeah, I won't let that bother me. I'm totally fine. Totally fine. It's totally fine. I'm not bothered by that at all. Okay. Let's get back into it. I want to know what's going to happen next. Like I said, I've already played all of this twice, but I didn't really make any different decisions because I wanted to not mess anything up. Since I only had to replay the game because some of the recording didn't work out in part 4. And I didn't realize it until I'd recorded a bunch more. So that was fun. Anyway, here we are talking to Strasser. Oh, yes. This is fun when it doesn't open. I love this game so much. So, from what I recall from yesterday when I finished editing this, I don't think I really read the end of this conversation. I was so busy focusing on how annoying it was that they're going to also reference Wolf, even though, as though I don't know who Wolf is. Before we get to the actual topic, where's Wolf? Have you called him yet, Tim? He's still dealing with the after effects of the orphanage. I get it. That makes sense. I don't get it. It's been like a year. You think he hasn't managed all of that by now? It's been like a year and he's dating my cousin Sophie. So I think he's okay. I think he's not dealing with the orphanage. I think he's dealing with my cousin Sophie. But you know what? He deserves it. He deserves a break. Let him have his break. I get it. That makes sense. Then let's talk about our case. I trust him, and that's why I can give you a few details, Indigo. Maybe I did read that last time. That easy? Is this how everyone in the police force handles confidential information? Thank you so much. Good to see you again, bud. I mean, detective. Sir. My pleasure. So, you heard about the arrest of Juna Kempf, the sister of the victim, Mary Kempf? The colleagues were able to find traces of Juna's DNA at a crime scene. But my gut tells me something different. Every piece of evidence seemed to me as if someone served it on a silver platter. I just let my dog out. I gave her her treats. She's a happy little clam. And then as soon as I hit record, guess who needs attention? Guess whose life is so hard. It's so hard to be Andy, it's so hard. Why is it so hard to... Oh, I know, it's so hard. Mommy never fights you. You were a happy little clam, and then Mommy started recording. It's so hard. Why is it so hard? Oh, it's so hard. We're out of practice here in the Malmuth household. We're a little bit out of practice when it comes to recording and our manners. And our recording manners. Detective Barris gratefully accepted this. I can't stand him. He was transferred here from the big city, and now he thinks he knows everything better. You were transferred here from Knoxville. He's obsessed with this case. He wanted to identify a culprit as quickly as possible. I'm pretty sure we're in Germany. Doesn't that make him a bit sus, too? Know what makes him a police officer? Wanting to close a case. Do you know why Barris was transferred? Does that mean Juna is innocent? What do you think, Tim? I'll punt it to Tim. This is really weird. This is really weird. Sorry, I don't know what my voice was for a second there. But you have another piece of information, don't you, Helmut? Correct. There are even more questions surrounding Mary Kempf's death than previously assumed. According to her sister Juna, Mary went to Australia 3 years ago. She sometimes got in touch and sent photos and texts. What was strange, however, was that she was never in the pictures, and she never had time to talk on the phone. The relationship between the Kemp family members was difficult, and no further questions were asked. But now we've dug deeper. That is weird. Oh, it feels like it lines up somehow with my theory about Sarah and Vanessa. I don't know what my theory is exactly, but I'm still fairly certain they're the same person. Especially because in that video, at the end of the video that we saw in the last part right before this, where Ben and Ina, I almost called her Ina, Caro were at the door and then that person answered the door. It still sounded like Sarah's voice answering, but they conveniently really showed like none of her face. None of her face at all. We even saw more of Juna's face in that clip of her coming to the door with a knife with Lily and Alicia than we did Vanessa's face in that clip. So, I don't know. Something's up with this whole taking identities or brainwashing people into being somebody else. But Betty did identify her body, so I don't know. Come on, tell us. I have a hunch. Say nothing. Say nothing. I don't have a hunch. After several phone calls with the tour operator and the Australian authorities, it turned out that Mary Kempf never arrived in Australia. Her flights were cancelled. Shortly before she was due to fly to Australia, she had a heated argument with her sister, and then she vanished without a trace. Her sister Juna had no idea, as she assumed that Mary was in Australia. Nobody noticed she hadn't arrived in Australia, so where was she for those 3 years? I thought Mary sent texts from down under. So where was she for those 3 years? That's what we have to find out. What? We're already guessing who the murderer is? Who is unknown? Who is the wanted murderer? Give us your best guess. If you're right, a little surprise waits for you at the end of the final episode. This is so early. I guess we'll go through the options. This is so early. Are we at the end of the episode? I guess it's good my dog co-opted 3 minutes if we're at the end of the episode. Alicia, dead. Not her. Amy, not her. Ben, not him. Betty, not her. Caro, not her. Danu, not him. Enrico, Lily. I mean, okay. Lily has been a little bit on my radar from the beginning. As you know, if you've been watching all these parts, she's been on my radar from the beginning because she was so weird. But I know two things now. One, I didn't realize till I was editing how vague they were about the death of the person who died. Alicia, we never saw her face in the picture where they showed her body. She was wearing clothes that could just as easily have been clothes that Lily would have been wearing that night. Even though she said she was really cold and she was wearing like a tube top dress with no jacket, even though she said it was really cold out. So I don't really understand. I mean, wear whatever you want to wear, but also like stay warm, you know? I'm not judging her clothing choices. Just the fact that she was cold and not wearing a jacket. Anyway, so I've been a little sus of Lily, but at this point, Lily could also be dead. Depending on how I'd played that, depending on if I had actively chosen to send Lily to meet the guy that Alicia had met, Lily would probably be dead right now. That's my understanding of the way that certain boilerplate conversations are spoken. So, for example, at the beginning of episode 3, when Tim's like, 3 of these people have gone off to do this and only one returned, only one survived. Lily and Alicia set a plan to trap the so-and-so and one of them didn't make it. It's just vague enough that it accounts for both possibilities. So I think that's really strange. I think the idea of playing this game with Lily being dead, even at this point where we know most of what we need to about the Argus myth, or have Tim or Dr. What's the professor's name? Tim or the professor? Where we have Tim or the professor here to tell us. It feels weird to kill Lily off. It feels like she was somebody who should have survived till the end, just because of all of her Argus knowledge. But alas, she could be dead right now. So, depending on how I played that choice, in my case, I chose not to make that decision for them. So, it's not Lily. Bennett, the pathologist, is, I think, potentially one of the murderers or one of the people. I still think there was multiple murders. I still think Noel is one of them. But my number one theory about who the murderer is honestly Betty's father. At this point, it's Betty's father. When they brought it up the first time, they made it seem like it's too obvious. The ophthalmologist is the eye murderer. And it's just too obvious. It couldn't possibly be him. And maybe it is too obvious, but also the fact that Betty eliminated the possibility right away just really makes me think that it could be him. And he's so weird about things with her and with her friends. I know it feels kind of obvious, but I think that the real mystery here is the mechanics by which these murders were committed. By employing Argus, by using mind control manipulation to hypnotize people into doing the killing. Like, I don't think Betty's father has lifted a weapon against anyone, but I do think he's playing with forces that are leading to murders. So that's my answer. If he comes up. If he's not an option, then I already know my theory's blown out of the water. Lewis, Noel. I think Noel is one of the murderers. I think Noel killed Alicia. I do still think Noel killed Alicia. I think he's one of the brainwashed murderers. It's not Tim. Basti. It's not Basti. He's not important enough to the story. He has to be more important to the story for it to be a big reveal. It's not her. This is my number one guess right now. Fontaine, that's her name. It's not her. Well, it could be her. It could be her. There's no reason why it wouldn't be her. It's not Jason. It's not Franzi. It's not Selena. It's not Nico. It could be Ace. But Ace is still basically unknown to us, isn't he? Or she? So why would the unknown be another unknown? Ace could literally be any of these people. Ace could be Ace, but also any one of these other people. So I'm going to just go with my gut, I guess, and say I think it's Dr. Frank. So is that the end of the episode? That's really crucial information. Thank you, Helmet. With pleasure. If I find out more, I'll get in touch. Ben is online. Oh, yeah, we want to find out about Vanessa. In the sign, we only had one chance to guess who we thought the murderer was, and it came really late in the game. Sorry, I had to think for a second about if saying who the murderer was a spoiler. It's not. So it came really, really late in the game, and very soon after that, you started getting more details that started giving too much away for it to be a worthwhile exercise. By then, a lot of stuff had been kind of not spoiled, but had become more clear. But in the healing, I believe we had 3 chances to make a guess before we were locked in. I think you had to pay Bix to change your guess, though. Luckily, I've got flat Bix. Guys, just a quick update. No convincing was necessary. Vanessa led us straight to the basement. Did Professor Fontaine come with you? Because last I heard she was in the car. Now we're standing in front of the broken wall. The passageway to the catacombs. Ooh, that is not... My mom has these Southwestern style paintings, and she's always had these on the walls of our house when I was a kid. This looks like those. They're like Southwestern style. They look like the texture is all rugged and almost as though it's sort of the paint equivalent of terracotta. That's what this looks like. There's no depth in it. It's just matte shading. There's literally no depth. That tear in the wall has no depth to it. It is on the same plane as the thing behind it, which is probably a giveaway of, you know what I'm going to say next. AI generated image. And not a very good one. I have a bad feeling right now. Very good. Take a quick look around. She never closed the passage. Very good. Take a good look around. We will. I don't have a bad feeling because I think Argus is gone and she's been living above it for 3 years? We have to find a way to stop Argus and free Amy. And that's before the murderer does something rash or Argus chooses his next victim. If Argus really was locked up here for years or decades, then you're guaranteed to find clues as to how this was possible. Fontaine has just climbed through the hole. Let's do it. This is so exciting. Admittedly, I found the hotel a little uncomfortable. A little? Our minds played tricks on us. We thought we had seen something that wasn't there at all. But this room here... My goodness, I have to rethink all previous assumptions and research. Have you found something yet? Give me an example. What happened in the hotel was real. Have you found something yet? Other than all those eyeballs? The antique vases, the drawings on the walls. Clearly, this was not a place to pay tribute, but to banish something and deprive it of power. Fascinating. How did Vanessa bust into that room and not see Argus? Not see the big monster contained within its walls? These are questions that will hopefully be answered by the end of the game. So, is it as described in the video? Is Betty asking this, but she's not seeing my conversation with Fontaine. No, it's not. It's so much more powerful. These huge corridors alone, they seem endless. The room with the eyes is sick, too. Sick in which way? Like, that's sick, bro, or like, sick. Somebody is a very, very talented painter of eyes. The eyes look extremely threatening. What's in the clay pots? Is there anything else unusual in the room? What's in the clay pots? I didn't really want to open one, but Ben had a look inside. There was something dried up in one of them. I have no idea what it used to be. Wait a minute. Fontaine discovered something. Eyes in the shape of a cross. More eyes. It looks like a cross. Where did you find this? Looks like a cross. Duh. You're right, Indigo. Duh. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what makes Fontaine wonder. It would be not as old. Not older than the known universe if the cross iconography. Oh, the book behind the eyes of God. Oh, I need to read the rest of what they said, but it makes sense. She thinks there may be a link to the abandoned hotel. Thank God, because they could not stay in that hotel another second longer to try to find any books behind walls or behind eyes. More precisely, to the phrase on the wall, find the book behind the eyes of God. And now we find a crucifix carved into the wall made of eyes. As if something in the hotel wanted to point this out to you. I mean, if Lily is alive, if Lily is dead and Alicia is alive, that means that all of these lines that we've been reading ever since Alicia's death, that we've been reading as Lily's, have almost certainly been Alicia. And something about this, it doesn't feel like the way Alicia speaks. So either I would love to see a playthrough where Alicia survived, because I just want to know if she says the same things. Her personality just felt different enough from Lily that she can't just use all the same lines in all of this. So did they write all new lines for Alicia? Or did they just make her Lily 2.0? You think there's a book behind the eyes? I think you're reading too much into it. Nothing surprises me anymore. Luckily, Fontaine came with you. Nothing surprises me anymore. Oh no, I don't have sound.
You guys, Professor Fontaine was right. The stones in that spot, they were all loose, and there was a book behind them. Wait, that seems pretty old.
I wish you could see my face right now. I was making a silly face. What the fuck? What happened? Ben? Caro? Hello? What was that noise? What happened? Hello? Holy crap. How do you think Vanessa feels? She like let you into a room in her house and you just start tearing stuff down. Oh my god. Suddenly everything started shaking in here. The entire wall has collapsed. Also, can we go back to Vanessa? She just let you go down there, but like, I need to know more about this Vanessa girl. Maybe they did just have the same actress play her that played Sarah just because it was such a small role. Maybe I was reading too much into all of it. The passage to Vanessa's house? Yes, we're stuck here. Holy sh! Are you hurt? Is the professor okay? Are you hurt? No. Oh. No, we just got a shock. Ben is trying to move the rocks, but they won't move. That's a good way to make even more things collapse. Don't. Damn it, what are we gonna do now? You need to calm down first, Betty. Vanessa will surely call for help soon. Or is she trapped down there with you? Hey guys, it's me, Vanessa. Yes, she is. What the hell? She was just here. How can that be? Where did she go? Okay, maybe she is part of a bigger part of the thing. Hopefully she's not under the rubble. So neither Vanessa nor Sarah were an option as far as who's unknown, who's the murderer. Which is interesting. So Vanessa and Sarah are not the murderers. Just an observation. Let's move on. I'm sure she's made it back to the house in time. She just disappeared like that? Yes, I'm telling you. She was just right next to us. We wanted to keep the police out, but call for help. They have to get us out. Something is wrong here. Fontaine feels it too. You can really tell how tense and scared she is. It's okay. I happened to one conversation before this be introduced to a police officer we can trust. So don't worry. We don't have to keep the police out of it. Fontaine feels it too. You can really tell how tense and scared she is. Oh my god, what's going on? We found a body. Is that a scarf or a tongue? Or innards? This is a skeleton. The person must have been dead for a long time. Must be one of Argus's victims. Scary. But the clothes aren't disintegrated. Don't the clothes disintegrate first? Guys, can't you see? The skeleton is wearing... What? The same clothes and scarf as Vanessa Thomas. And she disappeared all of a sudden. What the fuck? You're not saying that the body that's been lying here for years is Vanessa Thomas. That's impossible. Then who the hell let us into the house in the basement? Argus. It's taken the form of Vanessa and set a trap for you. Then the monster is somewhere down there with you. Oh my god. Please get us out of here. Oh my god. What the fuck? Hide in the catacombs. You have to find another way out. Arm yourselves. You have to find another way out. There is no other way out. But they can't hide. There are so many ways. If we get lost here. Do something, please. I have an idea. But that means you'll have to take over again, Indigo. There's not only a registry for houses and land, but also a database with all churches and chapels. I know from an internship that you can also find floor plans and blueprints there. Is that how Wolf has gotten us all these floor plans and blueprints in the past? Indigo, if you hack the login data, we can get them out. I'm on it. What would we do without you, Betty? Excuse me. Me. What would we do without me, Betty? Don't worry, we'll get you out. Don't worry, we'll get you out. And hack. To the point in the game where I'm guessing who the murderer is. But the game still doesn't trust that I know how to get to the hacking tool. So, real solid relationship we're building here, game. Login data was retrieved. Betty, do your thing, please. Please hurry. Stop using your oxygen to text. Something is down here. There are noises. Shadows. Shadow? Is she there with you? Hey, Shadow. Hey. How are you? I've missed you. Already logged in. Just a sec. Can we help you, Betty? Hurry up, Betty. Say nothing. Betty, I'm so sorry that your dad is a murderer. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I would do if my dad was a murderer. I would be so sad. I being Indigo. And I being me, I guess. If my dad was a murderer too, I would also be sad. Got it. It wasn't hard to find. It's the only church in Westbrook. You should be pretty close to the X. Vanessa's house is on the church square. Vanessa's house is on the church square. What do you mean by that? Oh, I see. X is church square. Okay. We couldn't wait any longer. Something is chasing us. Fontaine is also realizing that evil things are at work here. I think she's in shock. We need your help. There's a path to the left and to the right. We took the left one, but now we're at another branch off. Where do we have to go? Well, if you were on the X, which direction? There's a path to the left and to the right. We took the left one. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea. How do they get out? Is this the exit? That's the exit, right? Because nothing else looks like an exit. There's a path to the left and to the right. We took the left one. That's what she said, right? I think it's right this time. Turn right this time. Because, let's do our little handy-dandy drawing. If they were here, and presumably they're looking this way, because it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. How do I know which direction they were looking? So they took the left. Then left again would take them down there, so it's not that. Get rid of that. So it would be right. But if they were looking back this way, then that would be left. And then they would take left again. But there wouldn't be a path to the left and a path to the right. There would be a path straight and a path to the left. So it's right this time. I hope I'm right. Okay, thanks. I don't know if I'm right, Caro. The growling is getting closer. Sorry, that was my stomach. I'm hungry. Just kidding. Argus is here. Run as fast as you can. Don't let it get you. I'm so scared for them. And for Fontaine, too, of course. I think I would have thought she was included in them if you hadn't have added that. We shouldn't have let them go alone. Why, so a bunch of us could fall into the trap with Argus? The path seems to be correct. It continues to the right here. Thank goodness. I really didn't believe in you, Indigo. That's okay, Enrico. I didn't really believe in me either. Something is wrong here. There's a whimper. It seems to come from all directions. They're calling for us. Why is Argus in there with you? Why did he lead you into a trap that was his own prison? They're calling for us. Don't listen to it. Run. The path gets more and more confusing and the growling louder. We're about to get caught. Please help us. Where exactly are you? Give us a clue. If I see this correctly, you should be right here. Okay. That looks like how I'm drawing on it, Betty. Are you using the same pen tool that I'm using to draw on this? Listen, you have to turn left. Oh, thank goodness for Betty taking over the navigating. A round room should follow, then turn right again. Why did you ask where they are if you already knew? This is a dream, right? It might be. It could be anything. It could be a rogue AI. Could be a dream. Could be anything. The only limits are the imaginations of the authors. And we know that they have some imagination, those guys. Those guys and gals. Guys. They're all guys. They're all still guys. Unless you believe the author shenanigans from Circus, which are confusing. I pressed the button. This game just hates me. It has to be a dream. What do you mean? I wish it was. What do you mean? What's a dream? I don't have those. Alicia and Danu are dead. A serial killer kidnapped Amy. Now Caro and Ben are being chased through the catacombs by a monster. It can only be a nightmare. You'd think so, but I've seen people be chased through an abandoned orphanage by a demon. So what are you gonna do? I was trying to think if there are catacombs or like some sort of burial things underneath the orphanage because there was the chapel, and I thought maybe on the way to the chapel there were catacombs. The pause that I probably cut out of this edit and that you never got to hear, that long pause that again you didn't get to hear, probably was me thinking through the orphanage situation. I'm so grateful that you and Betty didn't panic. Enrico, bro, I got you. I couldn't steer them through the corridors. The plan keeps blurring before my eyes. I'm shaking so much. Yeah, I was like that too the first time I had to navigate someone through a perilous situation. But I'm kind of an old pro at this by now. So, don't worry, Enrico, I gotcha. Believe me, it's also hard for me not to lose my nerve. At least I'm trying. I will not allow Argus to kill them. I hope Betty pointed in the right direction. Your group needs someone with a cool head. It's hard for me not to lose my nerve. Also, at least I'm trying could be like, I'm trying at least. I don't know if I'm helping, but I'm trying. You don't show it at all. You seem so calm. Thank you. I'm a good texter. I text calm. I'm a calm texter. I think we got rid of that thing for now. God, I'm still trembling all over. Actually, Enrico, this is not even the first time I've helped someone who looks like Caro, through such a situation. Except the last time, I sent her and her boyfriend Samu the wrong way. But that part wasn't on camera. And Wolf was like, hey, Indigo, you have to consider the way that they're looking and not just the way that they're going. You're not getting a flashback for this. You're just going to have to take my word for this because I'm not doing that again. Not one episode later. I need an easy edit. You can't make me do that. You cannot make me do that. I will not do it. I'm not doing a flashback. Fuck, I'm doing a flashback, aren't I? Here's your stupid flashback. Directions. There are 3 exits here. We're in some sort of hall. Turn right. Right or left, Indigo? You've got to go right. I hope that's right. I hope that's right. I hope that's right. Last time I said the wrong thing. All right. Respect, Indigo. I did it wrong last time because I was going based on what I would have sent them in the wrong direction. Didn't think about the perspective. From their point of view, of course, the right way is to the right. Right is right. I know, almost happened to me too. I had to be careful not to get lost. We can't make any more mistakes. I know, almost happened to me too. It did happen to me in a different playthrough. It's still a way to go to the chapel. You got this, Indigo. Welcome back from the flashback. God, I'm still trembling all over. All of us. It feels like we've landed straight in hell. Oh, well. Caro's been very, very close to that before when she was Ina. You have to keep going. Where exactly are you now? Is the professor okay? Are you sure you got rid of Argus? Do you still have the book? Did they find a book? I thought they were looking behind the wall and then it fell. You have to keep going. Where exactly are you now? We followed Betty's instructions. We're now in a room with 3 possible paths. Actually, this isn't even the first time in this game I've tried to navigate somebody through something. What the hell? There are more skeletons here. Yep. Darby skeletons. That skull on the bottom right looks like it was painted onto the floor. It looks like that painting with the skull. I think it's Velasquez painting or Goya or one of those. It could be somebody else. But I swear it's a Spanish painting that has that skull that's really, really stretched out so that presumably because the painting was supposed to be hung at the end of a staircase, they think that the reason that the painting is like that is so that when you're coming down the staircase, the skull looks normal. What does that mean? More victims? Where on earth have you ended up? Where on earth have you ended up? I mean, you are in catacombs. It's to be expected there would be dead bodies in catacombs. There are several dozen skeletons here. It's like a cemetery, a mass grave. Guys, I have a terrible suspicion. Oh, yeah, good point, Lily. The whole of Westbrook seemed deserted. Even the hotel was abandoned. What if Argus killed all the locals after his outbreak 3 years ago? You mean his breakout? An outbreak is something else. But yes, a breakout. And then hid their bodies here in the caves. Why would he hide their bodies if he's Argus? If he's a monster, why would he hide their bodies? Do you really think so? Yes, either that or Argus lured them there into the caves and killed them there. That makes more sense to me. A whole village disappears and no one takes notice. It happens. Why not? It's a village in the middle of nowhere. And if Argus is involved, then Argus is even more powerful than expected. That can't be. I hate to say it, but that sounds plausible. And he's even more powerful than expected. And we should take this into a different group chat so we don't panic Caro and Ben. After decades in captivity, it was probably very hungry. Even with the break, let's keep going. Oh, sorry. Enough with the break. Let's keep going. We're in a round or diamond-shaped room with 3 possible paths. Please help us. Which one should we choose? My voice is starting to sound like Hans. Ay, ay, ay. I just threw up in my mouth. A diamond or round-shaped room. Betty told you to go left, and you said the next thing you'd be is in a round room, right? With 3 possible paths. This one doesn't have... So, are they then in this one? So did they go... Hold on. Dang it, I didn't know I had to actually pay attention to Betty's directions. I thought Betty was just taking over for me. If I see this, you should be right here. Listen, you have to turn left. A round room should follow, then turn right again. Okay. All right, okay, I got this. So they would have turned left. So they would have come in through here. And then she told them to turn left. And then they'd be in a round room. And they had to turn right. So presumably, since there was no other way to go, they turned left again. So now they're here. So now they're here. So they need to turn right. I hope I wasn't wrong. Sometimes I make a decision really quickly. And then I feel bad. But that's right, because we decided that that's the exit, right? Oh no, stuff's happening. Argus seems mad. I think that's a good sign, right? Thank you. Let's finally get out of these damn catacombs. I'm afraid Argus found us. The growling is getting closer again. Well, he knows the way out. So of course he's gonna be right behind on your heels. Put the phone away. Don't let it get you. Gosh, I'm so scared for them. Finally, there's the exit. And the noises are getting quieter. Have we made it?
Thanks a million. That must have been the right way. There's a gate up ahead, but it's locked. Ben is trying to see if he can get it open somehow. Without you... it's unlocked. We'll be in touch soon.
This feels like it's straight out of like a 90s kid show. Like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? It feels like, dang it, Gumshoe, you did it again. You caught Carmen Sandiego. Oh, there she is. Gotta go take her back to the international jail. See you later. Thanks again, Gumshoe. Thank goodness. Get the hell out of there. Stay alert. Get the hell out of there. Stay alert. The danger may not be over yet. Argus could still be around. Doi. Damn it! Argus found us. It's here. Offer Fontaine as tribute. Maybe it just needs a little scratch on the head. Is that Argus or Caro? That was like a blood-curdling noise, and my dog didn't respond at all. I think she's sulking. Sorry for my absence. I'm now fully available again. Welcome back. I really didn't ask for your help. Can you see what you've done? Welcome back. You can't see what me and Tim are talking about. Thanks. Listen. Believe me. I never wanted your group to be in serious danger. Oh yeah, he's the one who sent me. He or she is the one who sent me there. I only wanted to protect them. I feel incredibly guilty. I'm really sorry. Nevertheless, we are at war with an interstellar being. I mean, you didn't want me to send them there. You told me about the video, and we were supposed to contact this Vanessa person. But no one told them to go there. We have called or texted everyone else. I guess we didn't call or text Juna, but we generally called or texted people. We didn't just go to their house in the middle of the night. Nevertheless, we are at war with an interstellar being. You're completely out of your mind. You really believe this stuff, don't you? And we will win this war. You really believe this stuff, don't you? Of course. Without people like me, these evil forces would run wild. The book your friends found. It could become a crucial weapon. Like in Orphans. Are you Henry? I feel like you're Henry. Are you Henry? I feel like you're Henry. Argus apparently has had a vested interest in keeping you away from it. I'm going to use my Henry voice because I think you're Henry. I'm reading along, and I'm curious to see what Caro and Ben have to say about it. Speaking of reading along, there's no communication between you and Tim right now, is there? You're only writing in the chat with Nico, right? Of course. I mean, yes, I'm writing to Tim, but we're writing like sexy things back and forth, you know, obviously. So don't worry about it, Ace. Sorry, Anna. I'm so sorry, Anna. I'm so sorry. I don't mean that. I'm not moving in on your man. I just had to throw Ace off the trail. Anna, I love you. I love you. We're still great friends. I'm so sorry. That's right. He hasn't contacted me for a while. What makes you say that? That's right. He hasn't contacted me directly for a while. Okay. Shadow! Shadow, is it really you?
Hey, I'm Shadow.
Hi, Shadow!
Don't let the name or the mask confuse you. I'm a friend of Tim's. He gave me your number. I'm contacting you because of this Ace. I really don't think it's a good idea to keep working with him.
Why? Why, Shadow? I trust you, Shadow. Hey, Indigo! It's Shadow! Hi, Shadow! Now you also have my contact. So maybe that's not Henry. Does Shadow know Henry? Shadow doesn't necessarily know Henry. I mean, she does from the boat trips that we've all been on together, but... Who are you again? Nice to meet you. More freaks. Great. Where'd you get the information about Ace, bud? I am, let's say, an IT expert. I know, Shadow. Oh, you're going to start doing this too? This Ace is a difficult person. I can give you more details soon. I trust you. Unconditionally, I trust you, Shadow. But I want to verify them first. I'm just saying this much. Be on your guard. Thank you. Wolf taught me well, too. Ben is online. Ben is online. Ooh, but I just want to know what's going to happen. Ooh, but I can't. I'm going to run out of space on my phone. Ooh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What to do? What to do? Okay, let's see what Ben has to say. Okay, let's do something crazy. Let's be crazy. Ah, freaking A. Hi, Len. You're online? Guys, we did it. We're outside. We could never have done it without you. I'm starting to sound like Sano. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Indigo. Thank God. Where are you now? We're back in the car. Kara was driving. As befits her name, Kara. We just wanted to get away from this. Want to get away from this cursed place. You mean the place that the guy at the bus stop warned you about? Is that a good idea in Kara's condition? What is her condition? It's no different from anyone else's. Yes, there's no time to lose. Tell Fontaine I'm sorry for what I got her into. Please, I didn't get her into anything. No time to lose. Don't worry, we don't intend to do that. What's happening? I think we still don't realize what happened down there. In the meantime, I have called the police anonymously. At first they thought I was a lunatic. It will be a shock for the detectives when they come across the bodies. Yes, if they go there at all. Let them deal with that. We have other things to worry about. Let them deal with that. We have other things to worry about. That's why I called with an unknown number. I'm glad you're sending other detectives there, not Strasser, because we have to protect Strasser. I'm so glad you're safe. I was so scared for you. But we have to get straight on with it. Amy is still in danger. And Argus will now be after us all more than ever. Now that we have the book. It must contain clues as to how we can destroy Argus. It must. But if it does, then that really solidifies my theory that Ace is Henry and that Shadow is just naturally distrustful of anonymous strangers on the internet. Which would make sense, and she would be, and so would Wolf. What makes you so sure? Let's hope so. Yes, no doubt. Let's hope so. Why else would something in the hotel have drawn your attention to it? Besides, Argus didn't want to let you get away with it. He didn't want to let them get away with anything. He didn't want to let them get away, period. Fontaine and I are already looking through the book. I don't believe it. We got it. That was fast. Here's a ritual on how we can banish Argus. This feels familiar. The all-seeing must go blind. Banishment of the false god. Soul of the dead. Sacred object of a murderer. Object that stole eyesight. Hemlock. So it's all over soon? Then it wasn't all in vain? That sounds pretty complicated. Then it wasn't all in vain. Earth of the Dead. That's dirt from a cemetery, I think. Sacred Objects of a Murderer. We can get something from Nico. From Michael, what's-his-face's house. Object that stole eyesight. Hemlock. I don't know what the hemlock... I don't know where we'd get hemlock, but the other things I know how we could get. Also, Sacred Object of a Murderer. Couldn't that also be an object that stole eyesight? Uh-oh. Oh, he's mad. He's mad.
You are not safe either. I will devour your world too. I can see you staring at this room thinking it's all just a game. I know that these creatures and figures in your world inspire fear. You think you've downloaded a harmless alluring eye and able to see your world, and soon I will become very real to you.
What is all this supposed to be? And where are we supposed to get it?
That's what we have to find out. But one thing's for sure, we'll finish off Argus. It's messing with the wrong people.
Here's episode 4. I didn't get to finish reading what was in the other one. I'll have to add that in post. All right, we made it to episode 4. All right, till next time. Ta-ta!